first quarter of the season already in the rearview mirror, and off we go in Week 5 on EA Sports.
And this will be returned from deep in the end zone. And he's only going to make it to the 13-yard line and no further.
The drive begins with a run by McCaffrey. And brought down, but not before they're able to get it up to the 25. 12 yards on the gain. A great start for this offense. He was well over 100 yards last week. He told us this week, a little ambitious, that he wants to hit that 200 mark. We'll see.
Makes sense, though, doesn't it? Have we ever run into a running back that had a great game the week before that didn't think that's just going to naturally continue? Just make sure you feed me the football. And that's what they're all about. Continuity, rhythm, number of carries. Just keep giving it to him.
And a short pickup to about the 27. It'll be second down. The Panthers at 1-3 here in the early part of the year. They come in losers of 2 straight, so trying to turn things around here.
And you just mentioned 2 straight, and when you're talking about 2 games, that's nothing to panic about. They feel like they've been a little bit unlucky in the last couple. This is a club that's more than capable of turning things around, and I expect them to play really well here.
On second down, McCaffrey. And he powers his way up past the 30. 4 yards on the pickup there as it'll leave him with a third and about 4 more for first.
Well, this defense for the Niners, they were terrific last week in the win over the Rams.
And what keyed their victory? The pass rush. Got to the quarterback 6 times for sacks, and plenty of other turbulence in the pocket for him as well. Hard to throw the ball downfield when all you're seeing is opposing jerseys come at you.
Now Corral. Oh, he tries to force it in, and it's intercepted.
Picked by Tarvarius Moore. And he'll take this back down inside the 20.
A part of why they came to this week with a winning record is that they feed off of mistakes like this, and now it's a prime opportunity. Just moments in the game to get a short field touchdown off of their big defensive play. Now on the other side, they were already the underdog in this one. They just made their uphill battle just a little bit tougher.
And he will reach the 8-yard line before going out. It's a good gain of 11. Sets him up first and goal.
Usually we see runs like this as the defense breaks down later in the game, but this guy is setting the tone early, running through all types of tackles and putting the defense back on its heels.
They'll run with Mitchell.
And he'll be stopped just outside the 5 at the 6. It's a gain of a couple, and it'll be second and goal.
Not a whole lot there on first and goal, and that's what you're looking for defensively. You'll certainly live with giving up just a yard or 2 in this situation.
The 6-yard line, the line of scrimmage on second and goal.
Now Lance.
And he'll just chuck this one up into row G. It's incomplete.
Excellent recognition that none of his receivers were beating coverage and getting open, so he just threw that one away. They'll come back to the huddle, reset, and try something different.
Now they'd really like to make the short field pay off. We'll see if they can, but this is third and goal.
Out of the gun, Newton.
And looking for Kittle, but it's intercepted. Picked off by J.C. Horn. And the Panthers are going to take over here up near the 40.
And that felt like a little extra pressure on that third down attempt, and their mistake cost them points because they're inside the red zone. So you know you've got at least a field goal waiting for you. And in this case, they end up with nothing.
They start on the ground with McCaffrey. And he's going to be stopped up quickly here. Just a yard up to the 39.
No doubt about it. A really nice job there by the defense, not allowing him to get to the perimeter. But that means your defensive ends, your outside linebackers, the guys that you pay big money to sack the quarterback, They also have to have interest in the running game as well. And they did a nice job there of holding the point of attack and not giving ground.
On 2nd and 9, Corral.
Got his man, Robbie Anderson.
And he'll be taken down, but not before he works it past the 50. The Panthers have the first. It's a gain of 12. First down, it's Corral.
To the right side and complete to Thomas.
And he'll be taken down, but not before they work this to the 45.
Throwing again on 2nd down.
Corral
dancing to his left. And he fires one that's intercepted.
And the Niners will take over possession here up at the 44.
And the tough thing is when he goes back and reviews the film, he'll see that he already escaped the pocket. He could have gotten more himself by using his legs, and that might have been the better choice there instead of challenging the zone. A miscalculation on his part, and he pays for it with the interception.
It won't be a sack, but it's no gain, and it brings up 2nd down.
But one of the things we talked about coming into this one is we were never going to question the fight that he's going to have for all 4 quarters of a game. But ideally, you want him fighting for big plays and first downs early, not fighting just to get back to the line of scrimmage, as we saw right there.
Now he is going to be stopped cold behind the line of scrimmage. It'll go as a loss of a yard, so now they deal with 3rd and 11.
Backed up here, tough spot, needing 11 yards to pick up the first. Throwing his Lance on 3rd down.
Man open, that's Deebo Samuel. And they'll get this across the midfield stripe, but still winding up short of the first down. So they'll get 8 out of that completion, and that's going to make it 4th down.
Well, we hear so often how tackling has become almost a lost art in the NFL game, but it's so important to tackle well on these receivers, especially in a play like this one. 3rd down, they gave him the underneath stuff. You got to go and make the tackle right away.
Going for it, it's Mitchell.
Going absolutely nowhere. He'll wind up losing a yard or 2. Kyle Shanahan an offensive 9, but his guys stopped up short. And this defense will take over right at midfield. They've got good starting field position as they come up here 1st and 10, right at the 50-yard line. They go back to the air here after the INT on the last drive. Over the middle and into the hands of his receiver Moore. And he is tackled inside the 40, not quite to the 35. 13 yards, first down, Panthers.
Corral sets up play action. Oh, this one incomplete. The pressure got to him as he released it. And it's 2nd down.
I think he's got to be careful not to force anything into coverage right there. There weren't really any throwing lanes. But the best part for him, he's got 2nd and 3rd down to fall back on.
So after the incompletion on 1st, now 2nd and 10.
Corral, another throw on 2nd down.
They'll set up the screen to McCaffrey.
And they're going to get this down near the 35-yard line.
He'll get only 3 there, so it leaves him with a 3rd and 7 ahead. No score after 1 on EA Sports. So 3rd down now. They need the 27-yard line for a first.
Again, it's Corral.
Looking left side, that's caught by Moore. Touchdown! DJ Moore.
His third touchdown now on the year. And the Panthers post the first points of the ballgame as they take the lead here in this second quarter. Zane Gonzalez on for the extra point. And the kick makes it through, but flags come flying in as well. It appears we're going to get a roughing call tacked on. And that flag accepted. After the roughing penalty on the PAT, they'll kick off from 15 yards further upfield. And he can't field it cleanly. It's loose. Lance and the 49ers now. 1st and 10 at their own 23. Now a play fake. Lance. And now this is intercepted. My goodness. Picked off by J.C. Horn. And this one will be returned to right around the 38-yard line. CD, I know it's just his second year in the league as a quarterback, but that's going to be one when he flips on the tape. He's like, I shouldn't have thrown that ball.
No doubt about it, and his coaching staff will be emphatic about he shouldn't have thrown that ball. But remember, second year, as you noted, on-the-job training, so he's got to take this feedback that he's getting, negative or otherwise, and turn it into positives moving forward.
On 1st down, this is McCaffrey. So that time they got the left guard with a hold.
And let's face it, in today's ball, you might have that 330-pound guy you're supposed to clear out of there. You might need a little bit of extra help by grabbing the jersey and trying to ride him out.
And he can't get rid of it. He's taken down. Nick Bosa able to record his 5th sack of the season. Well, last game he had 2 sacks. Got another one here picked up right where he left off.
Brandon, he spent the entire offseason working on new moves, new techniques, trying to add to his arsenal of pass rush moves. Certainly paying dividends in what we've seen so far.
Up the gut, McCaffrey. And they'll get this just to the 47. 1-yard gain.
Well, he hasn't made much of an impact in the running game thus far, and after that last run, not much is going to change in that area.
He hasn't been able to get anything going, and really the offensive line not helping him much. Now the Panthers going to use the first of their timeouts. They'll have 2 remaining as we step aside here in this second quarter. Boy, tough spot here as they approach the line of scrimmage. A long way to go to try to pick up this first down. Now on 3rd and long, they'll look to throw. Corral is intercepted again. That's number 3. Picked by Tarvarius. And now look at this. Big gain, but a fumble. But this will get out of bounds, so possession will stay the same. Can almost see inside his face mesh there the look of relief. He coughed it up. And now before the ball changes hands, they're going to take a look at this just to make sure that they have it right. Lance and company going on 4th down. Going deep downfield for Ross. And it's incomplete. They cannot convert, and they turn it over. The Niners go for it, but it doesn't work out. And the Panthers will get the football back. So they've gone for it twice now on 4th down in this game, and both times unsuccessful.
I wish we could hear the headsets now between the head coach and the offensive coordinator. Now that they're 0 for 2, If they get into a third situation, head coach might say, hey, you got anything for this one? Might get radio silence back.
And what is this? They're lining up here to punt on first down. And just a single punt for him in the loss last week as he sends this one away. And they won't get a chance to bring this one back. It goes out of bounds back near their own 20. The 49er offense set to get this drive underway. A kind of a lucky break on the prior drive, Charles. The turnover on downs that the offense had didn't come back to bite them after the other side. Their defense came through, was able to hold them without any points.
I would agree with you, partner. A little bit of a lucky break indeed, but you know what they'd say to us? No luck, just pure skill. We rose to the challenge, and we didn't permit a score. That's how we roll.
I'm kind of curious, Charles, if they might temper their aggressiveness now offensively if they get in that fourth down spot again.
Yeah, one would think so, but maybe because they held them, they might go for it again.
And they'll get this well past midfield before being stopped just before the 35. That'll go as a pickup of 32 on the catch and run. For an offense that has not found the end zone yet, that's a big play.
There's the spark right there. The big play that they needed. Now they've got to go ahead and finish this drive and put this ball in the end zone.
Touchdown, 49ers. Well, they've done a pretty good job keeping him in check to that point, but he finally breaks off a nice run here and gets into the end zone.
And it just takes one, doesn't it, partner? That can undo a lot of good work that a defense has done to that point. You break off one right there, and everything suddenly looks bad for you.
So all even at 7 now as they kick it away. And here comes a return from the middle of the end zone. And no chance to get away as they'll get him down at about the 17-yard line. The Panthers out there and ready to begin their next drive. As we eke closer and closer to intermission, Charles, remember last time out they punted. They would love to get points here, especially if this is going to be their final possession of the first half.
Yeah, and this is what close games feel like because the pressure is on both sides, but sometimes the pressure is a little bit higher on the team with the slight edge because they're trying to hold on to that, trying to increase it. Let's see how this one continues.
On 2nd and 11 now. Corral. And Thomas has it. That'll go for a gain of 7. And now we've got a 3rd and 4. In search of 4 yards here to pick up the first down. Corral now to throw. Toward the sideline, he will have the first down. Good catch. He was able to keep the feet inbounds. They get 5 out of that one, and it moves the chains.
Now that's absolutely frustrating for a defender. Had a chance to get him on the ground before he got to the sideline, but what great vision and understanding where he is on the field as he headed for the marker and picked up the first down.
First down throw here for Corral. He's got a man complete. And he's going to be taken down. Plus, there's a penalty flag in the backfield. They may get 15 more on top of this. So a roughing the passer penalty there, CD.
And we know that these pass rushers love to get after rookie quarterbacks, but they've still got to do it within the scope of the rules. And that time, the hit came just a little bit too late. And the official won't even think twice about pulling his flag on that one.
McCaffrey following the penalty. Robert Spillane able to bring him down.
Defensively, we always know that he is tough and run support, and I think the way that he gets there is he understands what an offense is going to do before the ball's even snapped. A great job of scouting prior to the game, then reading, reacting, and taking the right path to the ball carrier.
The run only got a yard. Here's 2nd and 9. On second down, here's Corral.
They'll try and set up the screen. It's complete.
And they're going to get this down inside the 15.
That's a nice design there, but sometimes, though, you get so many blockers out ahead of you, they kind of slow you down and force you to adjust. You always appreciate guys trying to help you, but maybe one less there could have turned this into a bigger game.
Now Corral, 3rd and 2.
Oh, hit as he throws there, incomplete.
And based on my math, they've only converted one time thus far in this game, so you can see the frustration starting to come out a little bit. 3rd downs, they've been a problem for them all game. They've got to start becoming solutions.
Try and run the option.
And this doesn't end well at all as they stop him far behind the line to gain. And the Panthers turned away on 4th down. And the 49ers are going to get the football back.
Ready. Wait.
On 1st and 10, here's Lance. And that's dropped underneath to Mitchell.
And he'll be taken down, but not before he gets his football out shy of the 30 to the 29.
Lance now on 1st down.
It won't be a sack, but it's no gain, and it brings up 2nd down. Now a timeout called for by the defense as they'll stop him with a little over 30 seconds to go in the first half of play.
Here we go. Set.
Looking to throw again on 2nd down.
Lance.
Toward the sideline, and look at that catch. Dragging the toes, and that's going to be a 1st down. Well done. A good pickup there of 20 yards.
On the double.
Throwing on 1st down is Lance.
Over the middle, complete to Samuel. The 49ers now going to use the first of their timeouts as it comes with 22 seconds to go here in half number 1. So from the 39 now, they'll come up on a 1st and 10.
And Lance now to throw.
Trying to get it to Ebron, and it's intercepted.
Jeremy Chin picks it off. And the Panthers are going to take possession as they've got it at the 42-yard line. And that now 2 interceptions thrown in the 2nd quarter.
And you know, a lot of people look at these guys and they think to themselves that maybe, possibly, they're still thinking about the first one. And they probably are. I think in this case, he's just trying to atone for the first interception. Tried a little bit too hard, maybe forced it a bit, and instead created a 2nd one.
And he goes down, but not before getting this inside the 25. It's a gain of 35. And with just 1 second remaining in the first half, they'll call the timeout. So with 1 second left in the half, on is the field goal unit. They'll spot it at the 30, so this is a 40-yard attempt. Gonzalez's kick is good, and that will do it for this first half. So we've hit halftime, just a field goal separating these two teams at the break. As we'll send you down the coast now to Orlando, that's where we find Jonathan Coachman, ready with our EA Sports Halftime Report. Coach, and we welcome you back live now inside the booth alongside Charles Davis. I'm Brandon Gaudin, set and ready to rock for the 3rd quarter. The 49ers going to have the football and trailing on the scoreboard as we get back underway on EA Sports. And this will not be returned, so the second half begins with a touchback. The 49er offense set to get this drive underway.
This offense, Charles, had a strong first half throwing the football, at least in terms of yardage, but that hasn't translated so far on the scoreboard. And Lance throws the interception, his 3rd. Picked off by J.C. Horn. And the Panthers are going to have the short field here as they'll take over right at the 50. Off play action. Here's Corral.
Thomas brings it in.
He'll get it inside the 20.
And he gets this one inside the 15, just a yard or two shy of the 10. 39 yards there, a big one.
They started this drive with terrific field position, and it's going to get even better after that play. Had great options with where they started, so they decided to press their advantage, and it paid off.
And he is going to lose yardage here.
He'll lose a yard there, and it's 2nd and 11.
Well, we saw a lot of negative plays that resulted in plenty of lost yardage in the first half, and that trend is continuing here.
Looking at a 2nd and 11 now after the loss. A handoff left, McCaffrey. And different running back, same result as they stop him behind the line. It's a loss of 4. Now 3rd down.
I think it's pretty evident we can say what a difference a week makes. Last week, he ran pretty much wild, didn't he? Did pretty much what he wanted to do. But this one, they've stopped him cold. That, to me, that's good.
And he's got it. Touchdown, Panthers.
Christian McCaffrey
Halfway to 100 now with career touchdown number 50.
And the Panthers are able to cash in for 6.
Gonzalez good on the extra point, and his guys will take a 10-point lead. Set now to kick this one away, and off it goes. And no return on this one as the fair catch is signaled for and taken. The 49er offense set to get this drive underway. They're sort of seeing themselves spiral out of control. Let's see if they can get things back on track.
And this is where the coach is walking that line of being calm and really being firm with his team. I had one tell me once, when we're having a tough patch, this too shall pass, this too shall pass, and if we kept having a rough patch, he said, but you've got to do something to make it pass, and that's what they have to do. They've got to get some control back, get themselves reasserted, and calm things down.
See if they can get calm and reassert themselves here.
Lance now on 1st down.
The Panther rush too strong. They get there and take him down. A well-designed corner blitz that gets him for a loss of 8 yards. Got to imagine the pass rush will be equally intense here on 2nd down following the sack. It's 2nd and 18. That's complete to John Ross.
And he'll be taken down, but not before they work this to the 45. They'll try and pick it up with Mitchell.
And he's going to have a 1st down as he's brought down at the 44-yard line.
Brandon, what were they thinking on defense there? They looked like they were playing for the pass. That was 3rd and short. Yeah, it was an easy pickup because they handed it to him. That was way too easy.
Just looked like absolute confusion defensively. Not sure why they were in that set.
Yeah, I'd say you ought to have a few men in the box there.
And the stop here will come at the 38-yard line. The 1st down run got 5. Here's 2nd and 5.
On play action, Lance
can't get away, and he's taken down. It'll be a loss of 5 there as the safety blitz winds up paying off. Well, 3 safety blitz, that can be a gamble, but it proves fruitful there.
Yeah, you're exactly right about the gamble because oftentimes the free safety is the last line of defense against a long pass. And when he comes at the quarterback, he'd better get home and make the play. Otherwise, a big play could result for the offense.
And he's going to lose yardage here. It'll be a loss of 2 on the play, and that's going to bring up a 4th down.
No surprise they decided to throw on 3rd down. A little bit of a surprise that they completed the pass and lost yardage on the play.
Wishnowski on to punt as he sends this one away.
$12 yards on the return that time, and the Panthers will take over now 1st and 10. This Carolina offense at the line, ready to go. And they've got the lead here getting late into the 3rd quarter. And the passing game for them, it's been terrific. We've seen that, but the rushing game almost non-existent.
And with the lead and trying to finish this game off, they need the running game to come back to life. They need to get sparked that way, take some time off the clock, and keep the ball away from their opponents.
From the 25, here's 2nd and 6. A handoff, McCaffrey running right, and not much to speak of. Call it a 1-yard gain up to the 26. In the first half, he was held in check on the ground, but despite that lack of production, they still have the lead.
And they've got to feel fortunate about that. If they could actually get production from their lead horse, that would help open up this offense and widen this margin too.
Corral looking to throw. And his pass is intercepted for the 4th time today. And they take possession of the football and have it at the 36-yard line. A young quarterback, Charles, rolling to his right. I know he's right-handed, but is that one that maybe a veteran sticks in his pocket?
I think so, but you have to remember with young quarterbacks, it may take a few years before they get all the stuff out of them that they did earlier in their career or even in their college days when they were used to being dominant. In this case, the NFL veteran defense ended up winning the battle.
And they're not going to get to the line to run another play. So we will switch ends as the 3rd quarter has come to a close. This is the National Football League on EA Sports. Working with a 2nd and 3. Now Lance. This one caught by Kittle. And finally, down he goes as they work it inside the 10 to the 7. First down, here's Mitchell. And he's brought down right at the 5-yard line. Give him 2 on the play. And the ball smacked down on the 5-yard line. Here's 2nd and goal. And the stop will come inside the 5 at the 4. All that gets him is just a yard, and now it's 3rd down.
It certainly appears to me that the defensive guys are starting to look a little bit tired while he still has some fresh legs. Not the biggest gain we've seen on a scramble, but still some positive yardage on a play that initially looked like a sure win for the defense.
Lance now on 3rd and goal. And that's going to be knocked away in the end zone. It's incomplete.
That's not the first time they've gone his way on this drive, and they were obviously keyed into it because they were there to help break that pass up.
The kick by Gold is good. And they're back within a touchdown. It's 17 to 10. All right, so they needed 2 scores to get back in the game. The field goal there, maybe not exactly what they wanted, but the necessary first step.
There's still time remaining, and there's enough time to get it done. They've got to get at the least a 3-and-out here to get the ball back, preferably a takeaway.
And he doesn't even get this to the 10. He's taken down at the 9.
Anytime you feel the kickoff inside your own end zone, you've got to be decisive about whether you're bringing it out or not. Sometimes that indecision can really cost you. That may have been what happened on that play.
They'll start on the ground here on 1st down. And he's going to take this ahead for right around 3 yards, but no more than that. 2nd down.
It's a pickup of 3. Brings up 2nd and 7 at the 13-yard line.
False start's going to push him back, but these days, how hard must it be to be an offensive lineman?
It's very hard, Brandon. You've got defensive linemen flinching, trying to draw you off sides. You've got the loud crowds, and there are just so many super athletic players on defense now that you have to deal with each week. But through it all, these guys just sit in there for 4 quarters and slug it out.
Second down and right back to McCaffrey. No gain that time, and it leaves him with 3rd and 11 coming up.
And this is why the head coach gets paid the big bucks. Look at where they are in this situation, partner. Do you throw the ball here in a long-distance situation? Do you run it again and trust your defense and make sure you take care of the ball and punt it away? What kind of options do you have here, and what do you trust more on your team?
Yeah, they may have just pushed him back into that throwing situation. We'll see. Touchdown, Carolina! DJ Moore with his second touchdown of the game, 4th of the year.
And the Panthers look like they're going to get back in the win column as they extend their lead here in this 4th quarter.
Gonzalez able to tack on the PAT, and the lead now up to 14. The kickoff team on the field now as they will send this one away. And a fair catch signaled for and taken successfully. The 49er offense set to get this drive underway. And last time they got 3 points, but it was a chip shot field goal. And when you go to the sideline after a chip shot field goal, maybe the offense not too happy.
It's a balancing act, isn't it? Because you're exactly right. They're none too pleased that they didn't punch it in for 6 points. But we also have to remember they did put points on the board.
3 points is 3 points.
And in this league, you take points when you can get them. Not easily done.
To throw again on 2nd down. Lance. And that's going to wind up incomplete. However, we do have a flag down. Let's check in with our referee. That hold coming from the left side of the line.
Hands got caught in the cookie jar on that one, and the flag came out. Penalty against them.
Ready, break.
They'll come up now on a 2nd and long after the hold.
Long range. Hustle.
Working from the gun, Lance. He'll fire this deep for Ayuk.
And that is incomplete.
Give it big credit for his coverage right there, because when he saw the route break deep, he stayed in position to prevent a completion while avoiding any risk of a flag.
On 3rd and long, it's Lance.
And able to haul it in is Kittle. And he's going to be taken down here with a penalty flag on the field.
Mike McGlinchey, the Notre Dame man, guilty on that one.
And this 3rd down looking very tough after the holding penalty. 3rd and long.
To throw, it's Lance.
And he will find his man Samuel. And he is out of bounds right around the 34. Give him 25 yards on the play there. And that'll bring up 4th down. If you're going to blitz, likely going to leave you in man coverage with this guy, and that is less than ideal.
It is, because just about any offense that has an elite receiver, if you blitz and have him in man coverage, you're going to him, even if he has an elite defender on him, because he usually knows where the ball is before the defender does.
And he's going to have a Niners 1st down as the tackle made just shy of the 40. Here's Lance.
Taking a shot for Samuel.
And boy, another ill-advised throw there, as that will wind up incomplete.
We've seen that the deep ball's been a part of their game plan all afternoon, but they've had trouble hooking up on it, unable to successfully find the end zone over the top.
Now Newton.
Hitting Samuel on the slant.
And taking it across midfield and inside the 45. So from Panther territory now, it's 1st and 10 at the 44-yard line.
Newton's throw complete here to Ayuk.
And he's going to get this inside the 30. On 1st down, it's Newton. Touchdown 49ers.
Brandon Ayuk,
his 1st touchdown on the year.
And the 49ers have made it a 1-score game again here in the 4th. So how about that for an answer? They get the touchdown there, and it's back to a one-score game here in the fourth.
And that's what these guys have done all game long because they've scratched and slashed their way to stay in this game. And by now we should all realize they're not going away. Now the pressure again swings to their defense because they're going to need to find some way to get the ball back.
After the touchdown, it's Robbie Gould now to kick it away.
And no effort to bring this one out. It's a tough. The Panthers out there and ready to begin their next drive. After the touchdown we just saw, we have a brand new ball game. And now look at the situation. You got plenty of time on the clock. Defensively, they have 3 timeouts. So do you run the football here or do you throw it?
I think you have that full conversation with your offensive unit, and you tell them, here's the situation. They've got all of their timeouts, so we are not going to play this conservatively. We've got to attack them. We've got to make them use those, gain the ground that we need in order to put this game away. If you think we're just going to run it 3 times and punt it, you've got another thing coming.
Yeah, and by the way, also the 2-minute warning in play, so essentially 4 timeouts left.
They have to be aggressive here.
Play action here, Corral. He's going to look deep for more. And this is going to fall to the ground, incomplete. That very nearly their 4th pick of the game. Instead, 2nd down.
After what they faced during this game where they've given up a ton of yards downfield, there has to be a measure of revenge right there for the secondary. They've been shredded throughout the game and finally forced an incompletion.
So they'll come up after the incompletion for 2nd down. On the play fake, Corral.
And look at this. They get the turnover they needed. It's intercepted. Picked by Tarvarius Moore. And into the end zone. A pick 6 for the 49er D as they scored a touchdown. Don't forget the extra point. It's up and good. And we are tied here in the 4th quarter. Nothing separating these two sides. 24 all our score as he sends this one away. This will be brought out from the middle of the end zone. This Carolina offense at the line, ready to go. And remember, they were just out here a moment ago through the pick 6, so we'll see if they can take better care of the football this go-around.
Yeah, and sometimes, partner, I think it's almost better that you just throw the pick 6 and you come right back out on the field. You're not over on the sidelines dwelling for it for very long. You're not hearing everyone say, hey, you'll get them next time. Hey, don't worry about it. All that stuff just goes right out the window. You're right back out on the field with a chance to atone.
Now on 2nd and 13. Corral. And they'll bring him down here right around the 17-yard line. They'll wind up with positive yardage. It's a gain of 3, but now it's 3rd down.
Brings up 3rd and 11.
Corral.
And this is going to be intercepted.
And they're going to set up shop at the 27-yard line.
Partner, have you ever heard the story of Icarus in mythology? That's the guy who flew too close to the sun and had his wings melted. That was our guy right there. Keeps pressing it and pressing it. Finally, on that throw, he paid the price with that turnover.
They run over center with Mitchell. Give him a couple on the carry there. 2nd and 8.
I like it. I like the call. Still an opportunity to run the football and chew up a little more time off the clock.
The last run good for 2. Here's 2nd and 8. On 2nd down, here's Mitchell. And he'll take it down here just shy of the 15 at the 16-yard line. 78 yards rushing now for Mitchell. He's got a first down. The 49ers now going to use the first of their timeouts as they stop it with 22 ticks to go in the 4th. So the ball down to the 16 here for 1st and 10. Once again, it's Mitchell. And forget about finding a lane. He barely had time to look up before he was planted in the backfield. Now another timeout called for by the offense. That'll leave them with just 1 remaining in this 4th quarter of play. Here's a toss right side to Mitchell. And that one blown up quickly as he's going to be stopped before he could even get started. This will be a loss of 3 and now a much tougher 3rd down looming. And we are set for a great finish as that timeout comes in with 2 seconds to go in this football game. So now it'll all come down to Robbie Gould. And we will get a timeout with 2 ticks left. And now this game's going to come down to the right leg of their kicker. 2 seconds on the clock. This for the win. And he missed it. It's no good. And a costly one there as this game remains tied here in the 4th. It's a little teaching moment here. Overtime rules. Remind us how this goes, partner.
Okay, so in the past, we had sudden death. First team to score wins, but no longer. Now, if the team receives the ball, scores a touchdown, they win the game. If they kick a field goal, though, or don't score, the other team gets a possession. And after both teams get a possession, then we're into sudden death. First team to score wins the game.
So the Panthers going to get the football first here in overtime as the kick is away. And this will not be returnable. It's out of the back of the end zone for a touchback. The Panthers out there and ready to begin their next drive. All set up for them right now, Charles. Opening possession of overtime. They've got the football. They also obviously have this home crowd behind them in a big way.
They get that extra energy from them, but they've got to be careful not to let that adrenaline get away from them and play too fast or create errors of their own making. Use that energy, embrace it, but make sure they channel it the right way. They've got a chance to go downfield, score a touchdown, and end this game.
First throw of the extra session for Corral. Forced out to his left. Looking left side, and he's got a man. That's Thomas. And he gets this one just shy of the 40. They'll mark him down at the 39. That'll put him at 66 receiving yards now for the game, and he's got a first down. Here's Corral on first down. They'll set up the screen to McCaffrey. And he's going to be out of bounds right at midfield. 11 more yards that go around, a first down as well. This is a big spot for a rookie QB, and overtime's kind of where you earn your stripes, isn't it?
It really is, and we've talked with enough coaches and players about how these youngsters are getting into the game and playing this at such a high level so early. But overtime, that's an entirely different animal, and he's handling it well.
Yeah, starting to put together a nice drive. Now here's a little touch pass as they tap it quickly to their receiver. And they'll get him down after a pickup of 8, 2nd and 2.
And a lot of times these plays, they either go for nothing or they go for big yardage. And here, they got to the outside, turned it upfield, and ended up getting a nice little gain out of it.
From the shotgun to McCaffrey. And he's got room. 20. And he's into the end zone for the touchdown and the game winner in OT. So a win here for the Panthers, and they were led by the play of their quarterback, and that's Matt Corral.
Yeah, he really threw the ball well, didn't he? Well over 300 yards passing, hit on 3 touchdown passes, and he's delivering the ball in rhythm all game long.
So for the Panthers, they move a step closer to 500 as their record improves to 2-3. And they will hit the road next week to take on the Los Angeles Rams. Meanwhile, for San Francisco, the loss will move them back to 3-2 on the year. And they'll try to turn it around next week as they head to Atlanta for a matchup with the Falcons.